Juanito. We're being watched right now. See that Border Patrol agent up there? See his lights are on? It's one person who's watching us. Isn't it so fascinating that the simple act of drawing a line on a map can transform the way we see and experience the world? ¿Cómo está? Bien. ¿Quieres un retrato? ¿Sí? Sonríe, a ver. Ahora va a salir la foto, ¿ok?
Una foto.
¿Quieres una foto? Ok. A ver. ¿Sí? Oh, thanks. Este es mi hijo, Matías.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Gerardo. Y luego Víctor. Viven aquí. Toda la familia, sí. I grew up in a small village, which was once Mexico, in southern Colorado. And the history of that legacy still exists. So it exists in our language, it exists in our food, it exists in our culture. I always think about this as the borderlands. They stretch not only into the United States, but also into Mexico. This region that's defined by borders.
¿Todos ya saben dónde están? ¿Qué creen que es esta línea amarilla? Es la frontera, exactamente. Y se fijan esta línea roja, ¿hasta dónde va? ¿Saben qué parte es esta? Well, I am Tapatía. I am from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. And I came here to study my master's degree in Tijuana. I have been living for 3 years in the U.S. I started working at the store since 11 years now. Yo soy el enlace binacional de la reserva. Yo trabajo desde con comunidades para mejorar las condiciones del estuario del río Tijuana. Aquí nos encontramos entre 2 países y un solo sistema ambiental. Forma un ecosistema único que la divida un muro. Me gustaría ver este sistema recuperado. Eso necesita de trabajarse al mismo tiempo entre ambos países. ¿Ustedes qué pasa cuando llueve? ¿Qué pasa con la basura? se hunde. ¿Y qué otra cosa pasa con la basura? Se mueve, exactamente. Pasa agua, pasa basura y cruza la frontera. Entonces, para que vean cómo estamos todos conectados.
Really, this is one community. This is not two landscapes that are defined by this wall. This is one landscape that's divided by this wall. Matias, this is what they make the wall out of. Look how thick that steel is.
Oh man, that's heavy. I can't hold it with one hand.
I think designing a humane border is to design for the people and the ecologies that are in the borderlands. We imagine new possibilities in this landscape.
Both cities are very integrated, but we're very separated because of the hassle for people to go across. People have taken 5 hours to go across a bridge. In Europe, in 5 hours, you can go across a whole country. And here it's just across one bridge. So we can be very close one another, but very separated at the same time. For people to understand what border life is, I think a lot of them have to be near the border in order for them to understand it. 30 years I've been here. My family's here. Me going across the bridge on a daily basis, you understand how things work. It's not just paper, it's reality. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Ya mejor? Yeah. It's never felt like two different countries. It's very difficult to find somebody in Brownsville that doesn't have an attachment to Matamoros. So it's vital for both Matamoros and Brownsville to work with one another. And what we're trying to push is integrating a dedicated bike path, a cyclist path to go across the bridge. It's easier to check a bike than a car. It's more efficient.
Has any conversation started with Border Patrol on either side?
Well, we've had conversations with CBP. They didn't implement it. I think we should follow up with them.
Just because you live in Matamoros or you live in Brownsville doesn't mean you're not impacted by the other communities' decisions.
I mean, we think of it as normal, but it really is interesting because,
It goes back hundreds of years. But fear is a very destructive emotion.
You know, you just follow the wall the whole time and you can't help but think like, you know, you're imprisoned in this side. I lost my dog for a couple of months and I was like, she's on the other side of the border wall, but I can't get there. You know, you don't know.
dogs don't have passports.
Yeah, dogs don't have passports.
It's a question of drawing a very hard line in the sand about what one thing is and what another thing is. But those lines are complete abstractions. Really, people and animals and water flow across these boundaries. So we just wanted to see if we could change the way that this space is occupied for a moment.
La llave está aquí. Usar un sub y baja muestra que somos iguales y podemos estar juntos jugando y divirtiéndonos, y también el muro corta estas relaciones que tenemos.
Que venimos aquí al muro, pues sentimos algo muy bonito, porque convivir con los de aquel lado y pasear, disfrutar un momento, pues es muy agradable para nosotros.
Me divertí, me sentí feliz porque nunca le habían hecho eso y apenas está solita lo hicieron.
Gracias.